And we're live.
Joe, this will be a good fight.
He's a professional fighter. I would imagine he hits really hard. Or I guess, but he's a submission guy, so you wouldn't think about it as much. Maybe is that what you're talking about?
Next time I see Joe, I'm going to let him punch me in the arm because I was watching Jim Norton, and whenever they have MMA fighters come in, he fucking lets them give him one. And Uriah Faber fucking knocked the piss out of him. I thought a little less of Uriah. He hit him so goddamn hard because Jim Norton's a.
Did he hit him more than once too? Like
Jim Norton is like 5'7". He's a very small guy,
and he's a very sort of he's kind of a pussy. I love Jim Norton. He's a funny guy, but he's not an athlete. He's a comedian. Okay, like that's what he's good at. And he plays into that, and he wouldn't mind being called a pussy. He knows a good bit about MMA. He's on that thing with the other guy. He has an MMA talk show.
Yeah, with Sam. He knows a good amount.
Matt Serra.
With Matt Serra. Yeah, I like that show. It's good. It's nice to have the expert and the comedian who's learning rapidly. But I saw him taking these punches from guys, and they all kind of had this grin like, oh, we really gonna do this and all. Everybody's cool, right? Because normally when I hit people, I need a lot of okays before I throw the blow. Okay, for real. Pop, and they throw a nice clean like cross and hit him in the shoulder, and every time he's like, oh God, that's a professional athlete. But Uriah Faber hit him hard and fast. Uriah threw a punch like it was like he was trying to knock out a guy who had just broke free of his clinch. it was like Uriah had the guy broke free, and then he was throwing a quick punch to like kill the guy right there. He hit him like that.
That's not the worst example, man. Are you familiar with Forrest Griffin?
Yes.
If I have the story right, the interviewer was supposed to either get there the day before or an hour earlier or something. He was late.
There's a video here of Uriah Faber punching Jim Norton, but please continue the story for the time being.
Forrest Griffin was like, all right, you're late or you came the wrong day. We can do this. We carry on, but I get a leg kick. And the guy's like, what? He didn't want to he wasn't like, yeah, it's an opportunity for me to feel like what a pro leg kick feels. And Forrest is like, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm just going to kick you right here, like in the thigh. And the guy's like,
oh man, no.
Like he agrees to do it because the interview is important to him. Like this is his job. This is a thing that he needs to do. Forrest broke his bone.
Yeah,
he broke his leg kicking him in the thigh.
The guy that was getting kicked, was he an athlete? Did he have any training whatsoever?
It wasn't obvious by looking at him,
So he had no idea, like if he should tense a muscle up or brace himself or position his leg.
Right.
I don't like that story actually because Forrest knows his
right?
tools.
He's a heavy.
Forrest knows what he
heavyweight
is.
Champion of the world, right? He's a champion.
Yeah. And I want these guys to. Remember, we were talking about the UFC Combine a while back. I wish they had heavy bags that had sensors in them, a la Rocky IV, where we kept seeing that 1,000 pounds per square inch every time even Dragoff would fucking nail that bag. I want to know, and maybe the reason they don't is because the results would be scary, and the results would give data to support the cause of anti-MMA. They just got MMA legal in New York. Maybe if we start showing that John Jones can literally kick hard enough to kill a man if the man stands there and takes it, we lose sponsors. Maybe or the sport declines in some way. I bet it is.
That number's not that significant. Like I could be wrong, but I think effectiveness has a lot more to do with like where you hit the guy and whether the guy's prepared, whether the other guy's moving forward. That like hitting a sensor.
Any of us here is capable of knocking out Conor McGregor if he stands there, positions himself, and then lets us wind up. And maybe when you're gonna hit a nail, but it's really and you're like it's like drywall.
Like
and you're
aim
like,
it.
Like you like give it a couple of little taps, and you're like, all right, don't want to fucking get the putty out. So if Conor McGregor stands there and gives you this and twists his head a little bit, and I give him all I got right there, he's dropping to the fucking mat unconscious.
The chins.
Like,
and if
like,
he,
I'll be gone when he wakes up.
It'd help if he closed his eyes, right? So he couldn't prepare for it at all.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And that's something that any one of us could do, any normal man could do. It's just a physical response, It's just how it works. That's why they're tucking their fucking chin and fucking training to be a fighter for their whole lives.
You might have told it where a guy was training with some girl and she clipped him on the chin and knocked him woozy. No, maybe I heard it. Maybe I was probably on the MMA subreddit.
I've been knocked woozy several times from little bitty punches.
Yeah.
There's just a left that was just kind of meant to brush your face. Really, you know, it definitely was never going to hit me because of the range. But just getting brushed in the chin, like you said, is a okay, well, all right. Oh, whoa, hang on. Everything's a little dizzy right now. And like when Scott and I would spar, like all you got to do is be like, all right, one second, time out. You know, there's plenty of timeouts during our sparring sessions because, you know, we don't really know what we're doing. And there's been, there was definitely one time where we're out in the yard, we're dancing around each other with 16-ounce gloves and mouth guards, but no headgear. And we both throw that hard right cross. And we both connect at the same time, just straight punches to both of our faces. We both fucking fall on our ass, sit there on our asses looking at each other, just like, I'm done for the day. How about you? He's like, I got a headache.
It's like on the bright side, we both hit hard enough to knock the other one down.
Yeah, we're both happy. I was like, hey man, I can hit hard enough to knock you the fuck down, and you can hit hard enough to knock me the fuck down. We both got pounding headaches. Let's get out of here. Like